light. Sorry about that, friends. I had happened to look into a ring light for the first time. You can see it in my reflection. Okay. Anyways, holy Jesus. Okay, friends, my eyes had some time to adjust. Not used to this light thing here. I want to take a couple of minutes and have a discussion. As I said before, I want this YouTube channel to be more than just a guitar lessons channel. I want there to be lessons. I want there to be all kinds of different things to give you guys some of my experiences, some of my knowledge, some of the mistakes to not make that I've made, but also just our love of music. And I want to bring up a very important topic, as it was 30 years ago that Metallica released the Black Album. Now, here's the thing with Metallica. So I'm going to explain why sometimes the old guard, the old fans of Metallica, have an odd relationship with Metallica now. On one hand, as a fan, you're happy that they're successful and doing well, but on the other hand, it's just kind of... So let me just give some background, but I'd really like to hear what you guys think about this. Comment below. I first heard Metallica back in 1985. The first song I heard was Battery. Master of Puppets had just come out, and I was at a friend's place, and he was into a lot of metal. I was into Motley Crue, Van Halen, Rat, Ozzy, all that stuff. And then he's like, dude, you got to check this band out. This is incredible. So I checked it out. Blew me away. Battery was the first song I heard. It just captivated me instantly. And Metallica, of course, for a lot of guitar players out there, big influence. A lot of people get into guitar playing and music because of Metallica, and I was no different. So when I started on guitar in '86, they were a big influence on me, and they were a big reason as to why I took up guitar. I loved Metallica like so many other people. Now, the year was 1987. I'd already been a fan of Metallica for a few years, hardcore, the old stuff. High school, I was in grade 9. I had a Walkman at the time. Walkman played like an old cassette tape. Ate up batteries like crazy. I could barely afford to buy the batteries to listen to it. But I was listening to it one day in one of my classes before the class started, and I was listening to the album Ride the Lightning. Guy comes up to me, really popular guy in school. He says, what are you listening to, man? I said, Metallica. He said, nobody listens to that crap. You got to listen to rap, man. Rap is where it's at. And I'm kind of like, yeah, okay. I'll just keep listening to what I want to. Thank you. Cool, no problem. Always loved Metallica. Loved when And Justice for All came out. I remember listening to that. Listening to late night heavy metal shows on the radio late at night just to get snippets of new songs. I remember hearing one for the first time. Loved the band. And then the Black Album comes out. Now, in retrospect, the album has some great songs, great production. As a wiser musician now, I can look at that and really appreciate it. And the album did grow on me with time as well. But you got to remember, for the hardcore fans, we're used to Fight Fire with Fire. We're used to Dyer's Eve. We're used to Battery. Then all of a sudden, we hear James Hetfield singing Nothing Else Matters. Now, mind you, Nothing Else Matters is a wonderful song. It's a great song. There's just a lot of different stuff on that. And Enter Sandman got played so much commercially that for a lot of us longtime fans, we were kind of like, and then things started to change for Metallica. They came out with some different albums like the Load, Reload thing. Saint Anger, I'm going to be completely honest, there's a couple of songs from Saint Anger I actually don't mind that I have on my workout playlist when I'm at the gym. Frantic and Saint Anger being those two songs. But it just changed. And it just wasn't the same anymore. And then, of course, Metallica, who were already popular on a cult level status by the time And Justice for All came around, they could sell it at an arena when they played somewhere. Then they took off into the stratosphere. They just got so popular, and it just... I can't even try and explain it. And I started this video with all good intentions. I can't even explain it. It just changed. It's not to say that I still don't like the band. You know, I've watched the documentary, Some Kind of Monster. I still keep in touch with what they're doing. It's just, there's just something different from that magic from those original 4 albums. Again, not to say that the Black Album, it had some great songs on it, great production, great mixing. Absolutely. But it was just different. When you're used to a certain thing, I get why Metallica did the things that they did, But when you're used to getting a certain product from a band and it really changes, it's different. It's an adjustment. But it's also like you have a band and you hold so personally. They're my band. Then all of a sudden they become huge, and then everybody's wearing their t-shirts when you used to get chastised for it. It's a little weird. But those are my thoughts as to why Metallica are probably one of the most loved yet hated bands on the planet. They're mega successful. But for me as an old fan, I just want to kind of talk about that and explain it was just different. It was a big adjustment for somebody who's been a long-term Metallica fan. But I want to know what you guys think. Comment below. What are your thoughts on Metallica now? What were your thoughts on them back then? But just thinking about the Black Album when the 30-year anniversary came out brings back a lot of memories. I remember hearing The Unforgiven for the first time. It was just different. It was just a big adjustment. And again, I was saying earlier, The Unforgiven is a great song. I'm not too crazy about the other sequel Unforgiven songs, but The Unforgiven, the original song off the Black Album, it was just an adjustment getting used to James Hetfield singing like that. But the song is great. It was structured very well. Kirk Hammett had a great guitar solo. But it's just, I'm thinking back that was a big change in time for a lot of the old school Metallica fans. What do you guys think? Give me your opinion below, comment, and we'll see you soon.